Hey guys, Ron here with Rising Sun Properties, reporting from our office here in downtown Nagoya. We're here in Sakai. If you're ever in the area, you want to stop by and see our office and check out the view, say hello, please do. We've had many of our clients stop in, so we're here. I'm doing a couple videos in the Fusa area. I went there recently for a client of ours who's looking at Fusa. Fusa is outside of Tokyo, about an hour. We do go to Tokyo sometimes. Most of our clients are looking in Kansai, around the Kyoto, Kobe, but we can service basically anywhere in Japan if it makes sense for us. Being located in Nagoya, it makes sense for you as well. I was kind of surprised at the prices in Fusa. They were a bit more expensive than I'm used to seeing, but just keep that in mind if you're gonna be looking around the Tokyo area. Even an hour and a half outside of Tokyo, just be prepared to pay more for property prices, compared to especially Kobe, outside Osaka City. The prices are a lot cheaper there in Kobe and Osaka than they will be here in the Fusa area. So if you're concerned about budget, I think you can get a better bang for your buck in the Kansai area. However, if you want to look for a specific reason in Tokyo, and of course it's great to be near Tokyo, it's one of the most, one of the major cities in the world, that's completely fine. So this video and the next few that are going to be coming are out of Fusa, so it'll just give you an idea of the properties and the prices and values and what you can expect to pay. So, kind of shocked here in a couple videos. I'll post one that was a bit shocking for me at the price tag, 16 million yen, and it was not great at all. So keep that in mind. We're happy to do an individual search for each of our clients. So if there's a specific area, budget, criteria you're looking for, we're happy to help you. Thank you guys and enjoy the tour. All right, and now on to the viewings. Took the Shinkansen nice and early. Here's our first property, 9.98 million yen, 70K USD, 2-story, 3 LDK, 71 square meters, built in 1987, about a 19-minute walk from the closest station. And a couple words while I was on the scene. All right, I'm in the third home here in Fusa, and it's right under 10 million yen, 9.98. This one was not actually on the market. We found it on our website, on our database from having access as a real estate agent. And yeah, it's still got some issues for sure, needs a lot of renovation, but for what I've seen previously compared to this one, I think it's pretty fair price and has some potential. Outside looks okay. It looks like there might be some water damage going on over here. I haven't got underneath yet and looked at the foundation. There's a place in the kitchen, so I'm going to look at that. But yeah, for this area, for the price and what I'm seeing, this seems to be okay. It does need renovations. Some people are okay with that. I always suggest it's a lot easier to buy something that's already been renovated, turnkey style, ready to live in. But for the price in the area, I think this is fair as long as the foundation is okay, and that's always a question and big part of it, right? Per request, I added the floor plan there. Thank you so much for the feedback. I did that in older videos, but have been forgetting to do so recently. So there you are. And this home was actually not online. We found it using our database we have access to as a licensed realtor, and wasn't super special home in this area. As I believe I mentioned, these homes are a little bit more expensive just due to the fact they're closer to Tokyo. Tokyo pushes up the prices even an hour and a half outside of Tokyo. There you see the liquid propane, tongue twister, that's common in this area. And just a look outside of the home, didn't see too much cracking going on, so that's a good sign. Had to get in the neighbor's driveway to view. Of course, I'm respectful and try not to cause too much of an issue with neighbors, but it was fine. Here's a look into the home. As you'll see, it does need a lot of work. There's where your washing machine would go, and the sink with the bathtub. Basically, everything needs to be renovated. There's a toilet here on the first floor. Nothing too special, but it's there. And there are two properties on this video. The other one is a close to 17 million yen property, which is kind of shocking, as you'll see in the video. Prices here are just more expensive. And here's a look in the living room. See the wallpaper's kind of coming off. Didn't do too much cleanup. I think that might be mold on the wall. Not sure, wasn't brave enough to touch it. But looking pretty dirty. Has bay windows, which is nice. There's a backyard area. I forgot to get a video of that. Pretty modest, but it's there. Place for your aircon and to put in your curtains. The reminiscence of baby pink. Got a bit of an island there in the kitchen, which is nice, but needs a total renovation. And when looking at these properties, as long as it's structurally sound, you try to see what it would be like after the renovations, because obviously this will look a lot better once it's renovated. There's the first floor, now onto the second floor. Stairs were not too steep. Easy to get up. There are 3 bedrooms up in this room, this floor, and another toilet. Doors seem to be closing okay. Floors, as you can see, look pretty rough. It's been well lived in. Aircon is there. Definitely needs replaced. Modest balcony. Closet space, another bay window. This looks out the front. So I would think this whole house needs to be renovated, even the floors, wallpaper for sure. Here's a look into the second room. There is some water damage in the room next door. Could not really tell exactly where it's coming from. That ladder goes up into the attic, which is just some extra storage. Another bay window here. See, the floors are quite worn. Wallpaper needs to be replaced. And that can, of course, fold back up so it's out of the way, but it was down for easy access. Not much to see, just some storage area. There wasn't a fan up here that you see sometimes to help kick out the heat and humidity. There is a window you could crack. Pretty hot and muggy, so my camera's a little bit fogged up. Some storage by the stairs. And here is the third room. Up to the left there is the water damage. And just some discoloration all over the ceiling. Could just be age. Tatami needs replaced. The 6th tatami room. Right there you can see some what looks to be water damage. Look out onto the balcony. This balcony doesn't go all the way across, so there's 2 separate balconies. It's pretty small, modest. You can see the sliders that will shut up if you're going to be gone for an extended amount of time. And here is the toilet. So it didn't even try to flush it. Big X on it says don't do it. So I think the water was off anyways. Here's the second home. This is the driveway going to the property. That's the house right there in the front. 16.8 million yen, 2-story, 40K, built in 1994, 71 square meters, 120 square meters total, about 11-minute walk from the station. And here is the floor plan. This was all the only 2 photos on the website, so had no idea about the condition of this home. I was expecting a lot more and a lot better condition, especially for this price. Just must be the neighborhood. There are some really nice homes around, so I think the land price here is quite expensive. But overall, as you'll see, it's not a great home. Needs a complete renovation, much worse than the one we saw before, actually. And I didn't do a great job of getting photos and videos of this place, but I'll show you what I got. Here's the entranceway. Just didn't have like a bad feel, but it's just dirty and old and not very comfortable to be in. the client I was with was not really interested in it, just from a couple minutes looking at it. So didn't spend a lot of time here, wanted to get to the next property. Here's a toilet on the first floor, and it's got, a spacious feel. So that's good, but it just needs completely renovated. The whole place could probably use a good gutting and just be redone. Hey guys, excuse me. In the second home here in Fusa, this one's again around 16.8 million, 16.9 million. It's in pretty rough shape. So yeah, this area is just higher end. There's a super nice home right over here. It's massive and for Japan standards anyway, and really new. So I think it's also a pretty good area, neighborhood. So prices are going to be higher, but this is looking rough. For this price, I don't know if that's your budget and that's what if you're okay with getting less for spending more, if this is the area you're going to want to be in, not just Fusa, but areas that are going to be an hour and a half away outside of Tokyo. This is kind of what you can expect. I don't have a lot of experience in this area. You see, just this whole place needs to be remodeled. But this is experience for me being here and seeing what's going on. So again, keep that in mind when you're looking this area, anywhere an hour outside of Tokyo, you're definitely going to be spending more, and from what I'm seeing, getting much less than you could be in areas other than Tokyo, especially the Kansai area. Couple of still photos from the first floor. The shutters are shut up, so there's going to be a lot of natural light. I was kind of lazy and did not open them. It does take some time to open and close them. There's a look at the kitchen. Again, everything needs to be remodeled. I did take a look underneath the floor. I did not get the video, I guess. I don't have it on my camera. It didn't look too bad. It shouldn't be a problem with the age. Again, it's just more of needing the remodel. Here's the place for your washing machine and the sink with the bathtub. The color. This whole thing needs to be remodeled too. And on to the second floor, exposed switches. The electricity was not even on, electric or water wasn't on this property, so I'm not sure exactly how long it's been vacant. And again, I apologize, I did not open up the shutters. Just want to get some videos while I was here. These are more educational than anything, just to show you guys what's out there. I'm not trying to push these or suggest you buy them at all, just to give you a better idea of what is available in certain areas for your price range. We are typically in the Kansai, Kobe, Kyoto, Osaka. We're based out of Nagoya. As I said, I don't have a lot of experience in this area, but it's a good chance for me to learn more and know the area better and to know the prices, and also for you guys, if you're looking around different areas of Japan, to kind of know what you can get for the money. And here's some stills of the room, and that is the extent of the tour. So that was in Fusa, and headed back to Nagoya. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.